Hello everyone, my name is Justin and welcome back to the New York Islanders BGM mode. We're here in year number 2. I showed you guys the team last episode. Like I said, it's not a playoff team. I don't care if we don't make the playoffs. This is what we're looking like. I considered maybe putting Kaloran on the second line and moving Nelson down, but we're going to keep it like this for now. I said I don't care if we make the playoffs or not. I think next year's going to be the year we push for it. Because Shane Prince will be a little bit better, hopefully. Why don't I go in view lines? Shane Prince will be a little bit better. Del Cole's going to be second liner. Hopefully. I know he's 81, but I want him to have a chance at Rookie of the Year. And quite frankly, he wouldn't win it this year. Also, at the end of this year is when people like Tyler Johnson, Victor Hedman, Ben Bishop, sometimes I've seen Panarin, people like that hit free agency, and I think we can snatch one of them up. I don't want to sign any old people, which is why we didn't go for anyone old this year, and that's why I don't care if we make the playoffs or not. And Boychuk's injured after the first game. There was a comment saying I should have brought Okposo back, and I know the people in New York like Okposo, and I like him too. But he just wanted too much money. I would have had to pay him $7 million a year, and that's not really worth it, considering the fact that we probably won't make the playoffs this year anyway. And also, I just felt it was best to go to another team. I don't like power forwards in the top 6, even though, what's his name? I can't think of it because I'm an idiot. Nelson is a power forward in our top 6. But I'm not opposed to Okposo retiring here. I actually, matter of fact, I'd like him to retire here. So if he's on free agency later on, he's like 35, 34, 36 years old, and we have extra cap, then I'll pick him up. It'd be nice if he retired here, actually. But for the time being, he's not going to be in New York. So we're just going to simulate probably the trade deadline, and somehow we're 6-1. One thing I do want to do is, I don't know, is this what they are in real life? I feel like that is, so I don't have to change those yet. Good news is Boychuk's ridiculous contract might not be too bad, because in my other GM mode he was still 87 overall when he was in year 4 or 5, so hopefully he can stay like that for us. Cody Hodgson leads our team in assists and probably points. That's embarrassing. Where's Tavares at on that leaderboard? So if we still have a good record come trade deadline, I'd consider getting someone, probably a second line center, because though Hodgson has 6 points, he's not a second line center. Clutterbuck leading our team in plus minus. What a stud. Something else we got to figure out is our goalie. I mean, is Halak our goalie for next year if we want to make a playoff run? That's what I'm not sure of. But we can all figure this out. I do want to say I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe to this channel as this series continues. Hopefully we can get like 10 years done before the end of summer. I know it's already the end of June. Not necessarily before the end of summer, but before the next game comes out. And if you subscribe to my channel because of Minecraft, there's still going to be Minecraft stuff on here. I just don't know what. And quite frankly, the plan is to do 2 of these episodes, then a Minecraft video. Probably the only series I have. I don't know if I'll have another Minecraft series or not. So that's the plan. 2 of these, Minecraft, 2 of these. Although this is probably going up the same day as a Minecraft video, just because it's been a while. Look at that, Shane Prince leading our team with 6 goals. So we're a little bit back down in reality now, 11-5-2. And we're losing some games. This is making me wonder, should we put Shane Prince up with Strome and Tavares? That's a possibility. Because our offense is really starting to struggle. And it's not like I'm hoping we don't make the playoffs. I just didn't think we would. We can try that. Eight and 10. We won. Ooh, our team's exploding. This is unbelievable how good Cody Hodgson is doing. Assists. No, he's not quite on the assist board. That would have been awesome. So we found a stud pretty much. If he continues to produce all year, I think I should win GM of the Year at the NHL Award Show. It's amazing how sometimes I have really good teams and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to be a Stanley Cup contender, and then I go like 500 all year, can't get to the playoffs. And then I got a team like this where I'm like, yeah, there's no way this is a playoff team, and look at us now. Okay, and we are definitely starting to struggle. Thomas Grice. Let's go, Gibson. I thought someone got injured earlier in the year that I never put back, but I guess not. At least I hope not. Okay, so we've dropped our last 3 games. Okay, there's a win. And Grace is back already. That's so annoying. Please don't get claimed. Thank goodness. Scout assignment. I also forgot to mention in my little recap earlier, we got our starting goalie of the future for next year, Tremblay. Brad Stewart, yeah, right. $3.6 million. Whoever signed him to that contract? Seems like the sim is going really slow. You know what that might be? Oh, I hate when they freaking do that. That slows down the sim so much. And I hate when they tell you what other teams, what your team needs. Like, that's like, I can pick what my team needs, and we don't need anything at the moment. So it's looking like we're going to be buyers at the trade deadline this year. You know, I signed people like Killorn and Chris Stewart in intent to maybe move them at the trade deadline, but it's looking like we're going to be bringing someone in for a top 6, definitely. Theoretically, we could use 2 people for the top 6, but I'm hoping that we got it good enough. Look at that. Shane Prince might win the Calder. 17 goals. 18 goals. Okay, we're starting to lose some games. We got to get some wins going if we want to be a playoff contender. 21 goals. What a beast. I think he had a hat trick that game. At the All-Star break, I'll do a little bit of stat checking, you know, that kind of stuff. But my last video where I simmed to the trade deadline, it was like almost 40 minutes long. I don't really want that. So Dow Cole, 24 assists, good for him. There we go. Get some good wins before the All-Star break. Who knows? Shane Prince might make the All-Star team. Probably not. Okay, this one we gotta win. I think this is our last game before the All-Star break. Let's get a win. Have an 11 difference between our regulation wins and losses. They're not that good of a team. They have Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews had looked like 50 points almost, if not more. Holy crap. I made him good, but I didn't know I made him that good. Something I didn't do was check the other goalies that I didn't select last video that I said I was going to, but I want to, real quick, I want to show you guys that I did up some people. I don't have the draft order, which kind of sucks. Oh, Jones. Max Jones. I think I upgraded him. I think I upgraded LaJoie. I know I upgraded Alexander Nylander. Patrick Line, however you say it. I upgraded him. He's already in the AHL, being a star. Chicharin, that's the same, I think. Jesse Pujärvi, also in the AHL, being a star. I think I upgraded more people, but for that year, I think it's it. But what I do want to check out is Vancouver, Austin Matthews. What a monster. I mean, I knew I made this kid good. 87. Ooh. I made him 83, but he's 5-star. I mean, come on. 54 points in his first 47 games. What a beast. Okay, let's see if anyone in our squad made the All-Star game. Tavares may or may not have. I don't have the best players playing with him to help him make the All-Star game, so if he didn't, it's not a big deal. We are on the green squad. Yep, Tavares, second line, baby. Freaking Victor Alexander Semin, 81 overall, made the team. But, what's his name? But Princeton. Okay, let's do a little bit of a recap here. I mean, I'm going to go to the trade deadline, but I just want to see if there's any kind of line changes I want to make. Look at that. Shane Prince, 8th in the league in goals. There are your points. I want to see if there's anything I can change before the trade deadline to make us a better team. 7th in the league. Goals for 20th. I know we need more offense. Goals allowed is perfectly fine. Power play is good. And PK is decent. Player stats, NHL. So theoretically, if I go forwards, it should be the first line. It's saying, oh my gosh, look at freaking Hodgson. Oh my lord. I mean, this is real life. I guess he did have a good year that year. Last year and this year, holy smokes. Prince. Even Tavares isn't killing it. Strome isn't killing it. Nelson. Killorn, Grabowski. I almost feel like I should put Clutterbuck up on the third line, but that's our fourth line that we depend on. 5 and 5 for Grice. So Grice is not killing it, but his stats aren't too bad. So it could just be bad luck. Okay, let's get to the trade deadline as quickly as possible. I'm not putting Cody Hodgson on the first line. I'm telling you, I should be GM of the year if Cody Hodgson gets more than like 50 points for us. What a pickup. That wasn't a trade, I think, last year. He played a little bit for us last year, but still, it's all me. Dehan, injured. Scout assignment, forwards. Hoping Joshua Hosang turns into something, but he may not. So we got to get some more forward prospects in the pool. There was a player that someone did comment after I already did the second episode that I should have changed their potential. They were a first round pick. I forget his name. And I probably should have. But other than that, our prospect pool, other than a few D-men, actually quite a bit of D-men, these 4. Right, oh my gosh, these 1, 2, 3, 4. And besides our Goldie prospect and Hosang and Del Cole, that's about it. I think. No, and Barzell. So we got a decent amount of prospects, but keep it going. So the NHL draft is tonight. I'm hoping this, dang it, hoping this video is gonna be up before then. It's gonna be exciting. There's gonna be some blockbusters. Some names I've heavily heard are Cam Fowler. I've heard Shattenkirk. I've even heard Subban. You know, Fleury could be traded. There's a bunch of guys who are pretty good that could be traded, as well as the rights to some people, like the rights to Oh, I didn't want to do that. Dang it. The rights to people like Okposo. You know, maybe someone would trade him like a 5th round or something. Maybe even a conditional. And what about that signing for Keith Yandle? If you want to comment what you think of that, you can. Yes, Keith Yandle's good, but he's never been... Oh my goodness, can I just not have some injuries? He's never been like an elite goal, or not goalie, oh my goodness. Justin, get your thoughts together. He's never been an elite defenseman. And they signed him for over $6 million a year. Now, in free agency, he can probably get $6 million, like max. And he's got more than $6 million. I mean, they traded for him. He was in control pretty much. He's like, you wasted some draft picks if you don't sign me. And 7 years. He's tired of floating around. Well, he didn't float around that much, but you get the picture. Tired of floating around. So he said, okay, I'm going to pick a club that I can retire with. And that club is going to be Florida. So 7 years. It's like another Brian Campbell contract. Like, not as expensive. I don't think he's as old, or will be as old come the end. But just ridiculous. I mean, I know they need D down there. I mean, you got Ekblad, obviously. Ekblad and Yandel might be paired, I don't know. But they got rid of Goodbranson. So that leaves you with... You got Kulikov, who's not bad. I'm just trying to think of who else they have. Maybe Campbell, if you can re-sign him. I mean, they traded away Petrovic. They traded away Goodbranson. Their bottom two last year were nobodies. I mean, so they need... Okay, we're starting to lose some games, which is bad. They need some real defense. They really do. And I'm wondering they might have to try free agency for it, too, because... I mean, Dylan Olsen, is he going to be an NHL defenseman or not? I mean, he's stalled out. So is Petrovic. Are they going to draft a good defenseman this year? Are they going to draft... I think they should draft goalie myself. But there's not really many goalies going in the first round, if any. Okay. So we didn't do so good since the All-Star break. We didn't do so hot. So the question is, are we still a playoff team? Do we think we can make the playoffs? Our record can go completely downhill the rest of the year is the thing. Do we think we can make the playoffs? And should we try to and waste, draft picks or prospects to trade for people? Mainly draft picks. Is it worth it is the question. I want you to comment right now. Is it worth trying to get someone? Comment playoff or not playoff, pretty much. So we can get Vermette and Tanguay. Weidman. Not really looking for defense. We can get Yager. He's down to 85 overall. What kind of years this sucker have? Oh, he's 3-star and only 24 points. So I'm not feeling Yager. There's not many people available. Holy crap. Pat Eliosh. He actually has a decent amount of points. But there's no, legitimate top 6 guys available. Maybe that'll... Okay, you got the Sedin twins, but... Realistically, you have to trade for both of them. I mean, if you guys want me to, I can trade for one of them, but... Realistically... We can put Daniel up next to Tavares. Okay, never mind. He's got 33 points. We can put Henrik up next to Tavares and move down someone. Oh, and you got Verbata. He might be a guy we could go after. I'm liking Verbata better than the Sedin twins. He's only 35 with 1 year left. They have more than 1 year left, I know that. Not really getting goals this year, but 49 points. If we want to, he probably won't retire. We can probably re-sign him on a 1 year contract. And 4-star potential still. I like Verbata, but there might be more people who pop up when we actually go into the thing. And the thing is, this is what we have to look at. What are we going to do? Are we going to get someone put on the first line? I don't really want to move Prince down. But if we get Verbata, I don't want 3 snipers. So we can hopefully get like a playmaker if one becomes available. Move Prince down. Put Lee there. Move Nelson down. And Stewart will probably be scratched, and we'll put the new guy. Or we can leave it how it was, except get someone and move Hodgson or Nelson, put them on the second line. So first liner, second liner. I think our D is solid as it is. Not like great overalls, but they're playing well. So that's that. It's up to you guys. I really would appreciate it if you would comment. And I'll see you in the next episode.